Welcome to Sandcastle 101.
Antigua edition.
Part 3 stairs, y'all are going to need an offset spatula. If you don't know what this is, go to part 2. Alright, I'm making a slide. All stairs begin as slides. Doesn't matter where your slide is, you need a sloped surface. Here I am making one on the side of a wall as well. And then if you have a form tower, like I showed you how to make in part 1, you can do a spiral staircase, which is this part where I swoop it around and spiral it. You're just going to go around the sides, and then it can be steep, it can be shallow, I don't care. Now, the shape of a stair is an L shape or a 90-degree angle. This is the proper shape down, and then I'm going to push out. What you don't want to do, but is common to do when you're first making stairs, is to do a circular swoop. You can see my wrist motion here. I'm turning my wrist, or I'm going in at a sharper angle, like a, I don't know, angles, an angle. All right, you want straight down and straight out. You do not want to curve. There is no wrist motion when you're doing this. So I'm wiggling down, I'm pulling straight out, and I'm smoothing that surface before I go back to make my next step. Wiggle, pull. All you're doing, lots of wiggling and pulling. Make sure it's smooth before you make your next one. Here I am going on that side, that wall staircase. Wiggle, pull, wiggle, pull, wiggle, pull. This is the swoopy motion. You can see how it kind of looks scalloped. That's what you don't want, okay? You do not want scalloped stairs. And then here I am going in at that angle. See, not good. So no V's, no U's, only L's. Now this will take a lot of practice. The great thing is that if you mess it up, all you have to do is just slice it off. Try it again. You don't like the angle of your slide, slice it off, try it again. Low commitment art form here. Now a spiral is a little different. You want the point of your spatula to point towards the center of your tower. So with each wiggle pull of the stair, I am angling that spatula towards the center a little bit more, and that's what gives it that spiral motion. If you don't do that, you'll just go off the side and it won't spiral and it'll look bad. Also remaining consistent with the height and width of your stairs. If it's a really shallow staircase, then you're going to do longer, shorter stairs, and if it's really steep, then you're going to do taller stairs, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but you'll find out. Now any sloped surface can be turned into stairs. Here I am just using the pile of sand on the side, and then here I am just using the natural slope of the beach and a flathead shovel. Now obviously these are just pretend stairs. Don't actually try to walk on these. They are not structurally sound. But if you don't have a form, like I showed you in part 1, then you can use a technique called soft packing. That's going to be part 4, where I use a bucket and wet sand to show you how to make towers without a form. Thanks so much. Love you. Bye.